Hello, this is Jokina with Modern Homemakers, and today I'm going to show you how to make a reusable sandwich bag. And you can use super cute fabric that your kids will love, or if you're really trying to save money, you can use your husband's old stained work shirts that they're not good enough to wear to work anymore, but he can take his food to work in them. For me, I'm going to do a combination of the two. I've got lots of these around already, and the kids even love the ugly ones, so it's good stuff. These are great for fitting sandwich, chips, whatever, and to take care of them, all you do is flip them inside out, and then the Velcro will stick to itself so you can toss them in the laundry. So they're not by any means waterproof. This is just cotton, but it totally works. All you need is some fabric and some non-sticky Velcro, unless you want to destroy your machine. So go to my website, print off the free pattern. I'll put a link for that at the bottom of the video. And all we're going to do is, it's basically a rectangle. Anyway, we're going to lay out our fabric. Sorry if this side of my office isn't as pretty. I didn't feel like moving two sewing machines because today we're going to be using a serger and a sewing machine. If you do not have a serger, everything that I do with the serger, you'll have to just replicate with zigzags, and you'll have to cut your fabric a little different. So where it says place on fold, we're just going to do that, and we don't want to waste any of that fabric, so we're going to keep fidgeting until we get it in our best possible thing here. It doesn't use very much fabric at all. You'll get several baggies out of a yard of fabric. I think I went and I got like 1/4 of a yard actually of several different fabrics so I could have variety for the kids. And then I'm just using old, repurposing, shall we say, old fabrics. You can pin this, but it's not really necessary. But throw some pins in it if you're nervous about cutting straight. I didn't cut perfectly there, but the serger's going to help me out with that. Okay. Got that cut. So both ends are identical, so don't get worried about that. Now this little rectangle where it says place on fold, that is also our Velcro cutting guide. So Velcro, you can often find that like at the dollar store, so that's a great way. So I'm just lining up side to side here. Snip, and you need one of your rough side and one of your fuzzy side. My is so messed up, can we find it? There we go. So just lining up there and there. Okay, moving on. What we're gonna do first is with the pretty part of our fabric, the part that's gonna be on the outside. Where'd my bag go? I was going to show you the difference here. All right, we are going to be doing your rough part. So what we're going to do first is slide over here to the serger, and we're going to do that little hem there. So turning on my serger, we're on now. We're going to put our serger to where it actually cuts the fabric. Come look on the side of here. If you didn't know this, your serger can cut fabric or it cannot cut fabric. So I'm putting mine over here to the cut feature, and I have it at 4 across the board here, so you can put whatever color of serger thread you want in. And all we're gonna do is go across. I did that with the cut feature. Always be careful with your hands. You can cut them off because there's a blade in there. Dangerous. And we're gonna snip the ends here, and then because this is gonna get washed a gazillion times, oh, in case I forgot to say, wash your fabric first. If it's an old work shirt, don't worry about it. It's been washed a million times, but if this is new fabric, you want it to shrink before you sew it. So wash it on nice warm temperature that you're going to be throwing it in to sanitize it later, and dry it on high too, so it gets all its shrinking done before you sew it. Anyway, so we did our one strip, and now come over here, I'm going to switch it. See, this has the blade, the no blade. We don't want it to cut our nice little seam we just did, and I'm just going to reinforce it. Make sure you stay right up to the edge or you'll have ugly little threads hanging off to the side. Woo! Started taking it a weird way. Oh, I wanted it to cut, but I don't have it on that setting. Okay. Yeah, you can see I got a little weird right there, but I'm rolling with it. I've made so many of these by this point, I can't even count them anymore. Our goal is to not use plastic baggies, so I find that I just keep having to make more and more and more. Okay, so that is right here on your baggie. And now we're going to take our rough, go ahead and feel it, whichever one's rough piece of Velcro, not elastic. And notice I'm not even measuring here. We're going to eyeball it from side to side. And you could put a pin in there if you want. I have it right next to that seam we just made, and we're going to go head over to our sewing machine, and we're just going to do a straight stitch. So once again, throw a pin in there if you want, but we're going to straight stitch all the way around. I'm maybe 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the elastic. And then we're going to switch to, I recommend always at least doubling your stitches with Velcro, because when you have heavy wash items, the stitches will come out because they're abrasive in themselves. So we're doing a straight stitch, and we're going to do a zigzag all the way around. Now, if you're sitting there judging me for my imperfect stitches, you might want to watch someone else's video, because I'm not going to take the time to slow down and line everything up perfectly. So I give you the freedom to not do it either, because this is not an outfit we're wearing. It's just a kid's lunch, and the faster you move, the more you can get made, the more money you can save. Okay, that is the rough piece, and now what we're going to do is fold this, and once again, this is not an exact science. You're going to fold it even up on the sides, and you're going to practice folding this over, imagining you have a piece of Velcro on it, and you want it to go a little bit past. If you see where the Velcro is, I've got enough to just fold that up a little, and that's because we're going to be putting the other piece right here, which I've lost. Where did it go? There we go. So soft piece, we're going to be lining up right here, and you can double check, just would that have room to fold over? So yes, it does. And we're going to go ahead and stitch this. So same thing, we're going to go around with a straight stitch. Sorry if I just rolled over your toes, cameraman. My husband sure puts up with a lot for my videos. Alright, straight stitch. We're a little bit too far. And then around with a zigzag. Okay, and you can keep snipping threads as we go along here, but you can get them at the end if you miss any. We've now got both pieces sewn of elastic. Oh, or Velcro. You can see that one started to go a little wonky at the end there. So once again, if you want to pin, you know, you can do a better project than me. Let's see here. So we're going to get this lined up where it can fold over. And remember, it has to go past this ridge and onto there. So I'm going to give that a little bit more space. That looks great. And here I am going to suggest that you put a pin in, because it seems to move, especially on the second pass with the serger. So there we go. And what we're going to do is You could even stitch or cut this ahead of time if it makes you feel more comfortable. But I'm gonna, as I serge, I'm gonna make this curve around. So, you know, if you want, you can snip that into a curve right now. You can see it's not even perfectly even on both sides. So if you want to take it and fold it in half, you could cut it and make it perfect. But I'm going for speed here because we have, you need at least 30 to 50 baggies in the sandwich size, I would say. Think about how much is in a box that you buy. I've got 3 people out of the house every day taking lunches, and you put at least 3 bags in a lunch if you've got like a sandwich and carrots and some chips or something. So let's switch it back to where it cuts for the serger, and we're going to go down, and we're going to start our curve. See my curve, and then straight again, and then curving. Now this is the point where it likes to suck the second fold of fabric back a little, so just be careful that it makes it even. Watch out for your fingers, it could cut you. Now, before you go on to the next step, make sure you like this. This is bothering me a little because I sewed it uneven in the first place, so I'm going to take a chance to take an extra pass here. Bunched up. Maybe a third pass here. No, we're good. Alright, now what we're going to do, once you have it where you're happy with it, oh, beautiful, is we're going to go around, snip our threads again, switch our serger back to the non-cutting setting, and you can go the other way if you want to make sure you see everything, whatever floats your boat. We're going to go back around it. Remember to stay right up next to it, or you'll have, see how this extra threads over here? That's because I wasn't close enough on the side. Stay right next to it. A little slower around our curve here. It's not like in our velcro. There you go. Snip your threads, and you've got your little sandwich baggie. So hope you enjoyed that. Go check out the website, modernhomemakers.com. We'll have the free pattern there, and go subscribe to my channel if you like this, because I have so many ways on there to save money.